Let's go. I just want to check my mic and make sure my mic is cooperating. You guys can hear me okay. So we're starting to, is Penny in the chat? Did I see Penny? Penny? I see Prima, Drusilla, Tamara or Tamara? I my Russian friends are always Tamara. I see Sharon. I see Debbie. Debbie down in Florida. Debbie, you're doing great down there. Good for you. So the hurricane wasn't quite as bad as they were expecting. So I talked to my girlfriend Christine in Orlando, and they are doing pretty good. She had to make coffee out on the grill, but they're doing pretty good. And they had a tree in their pool, so that's always exciting. But the great Foxy and Samantha Mustard are here. So we are going bananas today. Hi, Luna from Los Angeles. Hi, Sally. Everybody's jumping in. So this was actually supposed to be a members only live stream, but I did something wrong. And so we're all here together. So why not? Members, I will do something else for you guys. I will do something a little bit different for you. So we'll come up with something neat. But fun news, my title for my car came in. I get to go pick up my title for my car, and let's fix this. We're gonna touch up appearance so you guys don't see what I really look like. We're gonna get rid of those bags. They're gone. Had to hit that filter. So I do use filters. So just a little bit. So I can do readings for you guys. I can do pop culture readings. I do have quite the list of readings that I'm going to be doing. So the toxic brides we're going to stay away from, but the toxic bride of the moment is Amber Heard. You can go over there and see. It's available for members right now. At midnight, it will be available to everybody else. So you can go see that. So, and the way that I set up this stream, I'm not seeing my chat. I can't highlight chats. So Grumpy, do you want to come in and give, well, actually, no, I'm not going to make it come in because I'm sure you got stuff to do. So let's do this. God, my dog stepped on a bee. Indeed. So I am going to put somebody on the spot. I'm going to start at the top. So let's pull up my card view. And since I discovered that I can do this great big giant view, we're going to do that. So let me know in the chats. Can you hear me? Baby, can you hear me? Give me a thumb up if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. I got to steer my mouse with my left hand here. This is wild, wild stuff. So just somebody put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Yes, you can hear me. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you, Foxy. So everyone's giving me a thumbs up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Drusilla, I'm going to pull some cards for you. Do you have a question? Drusilla, do you have a question of your own or a question for someone else? Oh, Samantha, I will sing to you. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray. So just hi, Outer Limits. How are you? Love your emoji. So Drusilla, you got a question for yourself, or do you have a pop culture question that I can tackle? We're letting you guys draw. Oh, okay. You're thinking. That's all right. Anybody else wants to pop one up? Just put it in bold, nice bold letters so I can see it. I do not think you are yelling at me if you do it in all caps. It just makes things a little bit easier for me. And guys, I do have the chat on slowdown. I put a 10-second slowdown on there just so I could keep track of what's going on. Oh, do you don't sing Turalura to him? My grandmother used to sing Turalura to me in the rocking chair. And everybody, if you are not subscribed to Grumpy Sapper, click on him right now and go subscribe to him. His channel is growing. And Lee, do people know what you did today or yesterday? Did they know what you did, or is that top secret? Yes, top secret. Top secret. Actually, Lee, do you want to come on? I'll send you a link if you want to come on. Are you camera ready? What about I see yeah, all right, Lee, I'm sending you a link. I'm sending you a link. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I'm sending him a link. All right. So I sent Lee a link. He can jump in this live stream with me. So, Luna, should I adopt a puppy for Pepper, my Frenchie, or will she be jealous? Let me get my dog tarot out. What? You don't have dog tarot cards? I have dog tarot cards. Hello, Twisted Tiara. I'm doing great. I had my MRI yesterday, so we're going to find out what's going on. Gregopedia, I didn't know you were up. So, Luna, should you adopt a puppy for Pepper? I love the name Pepper. The hydrant. So Pepper's going to want to be the boss dog in all of this. I'm just scrolling up on the chat. Pepper's going to want to be the boss dog in this. I think as long as you make allowances for that, we can move forward into a different union with 3 different dogs. Now, this is going to add a new element to your life. It's going to add a new element into your household. So be prepared for that whenever we add or subtract a dog. What we find is that the energy changes in the house, even if the dogs aren't interacting. We saw that when we lost our dog Bruno. The energy definitely changed and kind of transferred over to a Raven dominant energy, which is very different from Bruno's energy. So, I do think just kind of prepare yourself for that there's going to be some dynamic differences, but Pepper's going to want to be the lead dog. So I would give to her on that one. I would definitely give to her on that one. So we're going to put my dog tarot on the side, and I'm going to bring my buddy in here. Hello.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm really good, actually. I'm buzzing, actually. It's been a good day.
So has it? We're gonna pull some cards for you, Mr. Man. So you had
literally, I've just literally had an email back.
Okay.
And he said, hang on a minute. Let me read it. I'm going to read it verbatim. Thanks, James. I've pulled it all together. Look forward to speaking with you again in the future to do another.
Oh. That's wild. That? Yes, I did. So let's see how this is going to be received. Page of Wands. We're starting up a new thing. 4 of Cups. It's going to change the direction of your channel. The Hierophant in reverse. So there's going to be the algorithm. This is going to be the algorithm here. It's going to need to adjust a little bit. 9 of Wands. You are going to be exposed, and that this is in a good way. And the Lovers, you're going to have a good partnership with him. This is going to be great. So Empress, this is nurturing your channel, and we are driving to a bright and beautiful future. I'm so excited for you, my friend.
So am I. It's been fun. I really enjoyed it. We had a good chat before we went live.
Yeah?
And I know who he is. Oh,
don't tease. Don't tease. I don't want that coming out on my channel.
I don't really. I'm just teasing
you. So Lee, this was supposed to be a members only live, but somehow I screwed it up. It was a big old damp squid.
Anybody's welcome. Just bring them in anyway.
I'm gonna pull us off the screen.
There's some good people in here who are not members. Get your fingers out and become a member.
That's okay. That's it. Yeah, if they can do it. We got like 28 people in here, so this is fantastic. So I'm going to go through some of the questions. Just keep an eye, if you could, my good friend. Which is something Grumpy Sapper said to HG Tutor. He called me his good friend, and I thought that was fantastic because Gregopedia and I think that you are a good friend of ours. So we're glad to have you on board. So we're going to get you to Gregtoberfest one year. So Prima, just keep an eye out for everybody putting stuff in bold. So, because I'm going to try and keep this to like an hour. Prima wants to know, why does her mail come back saying address not found? So let's see what's going on with that. That's odd.
Oh, postage mail.
Yeah, postage mail. King of Wands. So there's something in the address that's not correct, but it's not your fault. It's actually the postal service. So it's like, sometimes they will, like one of the weirdest things is the house that I grew up in has a different number address now. And it's totally different. Like I grew up in house 183 and it's something like 275 now. It's like the weirdest thing. So there's something about the address. It's something about the numbers in the address that's not correct. So if you go to your postmaster and you say, what is the problem with this? They're going to see where the problem is. And it's that the number is not connecting to your residence. And it's something that they could fix fairly easily, but it has to be pointed out to them because they're just not going to see it. It's just not something that's super, super obvious. So best of luck with that. I would go to the office and tell them, there's something wrong with this. So Lee, I've got Debbie asking, is Kamala deliberately destroying her campaign? No one can be that dumb.
No, I just think she's thick as mince.
Well, and Luna said, Luna's talking about the cat or about her dog. All right. So is Kamala deliberately destroying her campaign? And I'm actually going to switch up decks. I'm sorry, guys. Let's switch up decks. And this is, I'm trying to get into this deck. This is the Magicians, Martyrs, and Massacreists or something like that. It's all terrible people and terrible things that happened throughout history. Lee, how's your day going?
It's gone good. Really good.
Great day today. All right.
I've just really enjoyed it. It's been nice.
I'm jealous. So Judgment in Reverse. Debbie, right out of the gate, I get that they are trying to use. So there's some talk about them using the Obama formula from the first campaign and applying that. The joy thing, fetch didn't happen with that. Joy! That didn't work. So the judgment is off. I think I don't think there's a lot of strong players. For some reason, I think she kind of inherited Joe Biden's crew. And Seven of Pentacles, they keep going back and looking, but what did other people do that worked? This is like a Meghan Markle blueprint. She's going back and saying, well, what were other successful campaigns? And they're kind of picking from column A, column B, that kind of thing. And they're trying to make it work. 10 of Pentacles. She thinks she's got this in the bag no matter what, even though she doesn't have the fire and flame. Look at that cool card, Roger Bolingbroke. Even though she doesn't have the fire, the flame, the ingenuity to be a good leader, she still thinks that she's got this in the bag because she has the support of the Democratic Party. Now, up here, we've got the 9 of Wands, which says in reverse that you're completely exposed. You're kind of out there on your own. Nobody's really helping you out here. Knight of Wands in the front, she's going to start to throw more spaghetti at the wall. So I think the Blitz campaign that they just did on all the talk shows, they did like kind of a blitz. She was on the View. She was on a couple other things. It didn't pan out the way they wanted it to. It just did not work that way. It's hi, Texas girl, popping in for just a few minutes. Good to see you here, honey. Sloppy shuffle. You guys love the sloppy shuffle.
Question to dive in with. Do you think Diddy's going to be her downfall?
Kamala's?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think there's enough distance. 2 of Pentacles. They're on different road. Page of Cups. The Devil. I don't think so. I don't think we're going to see. So, he's a tough question because he really does have a radiance that is, going out there. I mean, in LA, there's certain parties that everybody wants to go to. The Vanity Fair Oscar party. That's like a great example. Everybody wants to get in there. Everybody wants a ticket to that. The Diddy White party here in the Hamptons. Everybody wants to go to that too. That was a hot ticket to get to. Now, I firmly believe that there were several layers of party that would go on there. I don't think, and that's why like everybody's saying, oh, Ashton Kutcher and Leo DiCaprio, like all these guys are like involved in all this terrible stuff. I don't think that we can paint everybody that went to a Diddy party with the same brush. I just don't. I don't think, that they were, locking the doors and it was like debauchery from, soup to nuts from 8 p.m. till 6 a.m. I just don't think so. I think there were,
some went away with different party bags.
Exactly. So, I think it's going to be, very interesting. This is going to be like the longest court case in the history of everything. So I got another question here. This is Twisted Tiara, whom I love. An insurance company contacted me about my dead uncle's 3 policies, thousands of pounds. Haven't heard from them for months. I will phone them and demand they be paid out or leave it. I know zero about them. So wait, let's just go back up here. So what's going on with that? We're going to switch up decks again. Grumpy, thanks for helping me out. I needed a hand. And if you can see, like, I did this kind of wonky because I thought I was setting it up as a members only, so we can't even see the chat in here. We have to have 2 screens open. So I'm like cross-eyed right now.
So I'm looking as well.
I want to know what Texas girls having for lunch. They have great food in Texas. Tex-Mex is not a joke. All right, so insurance company. So here's the thing, being someone who worked in the insurance industry, insurance companies are not in the business of paying claims. Even life insurance companies, they really don't want to pay them. That's why there's a lot of conditions and interesting language in your policy. So if you do have an insurance policy, which all of us do, I highly recommend that you read it. Some of the better companies have really comprehensive ones, but you're going to find out there's some interesting things. Like the attorneys that I worked for, there was actually a pet sitting condition in their policy. They had or not condition, benefit, a pet sitting benefit if they had to spend time away from their pets in the courtroom so they could get their dogs or cats boarded as part of the policy payout. Like, it's just, no one reads that, but if someone points it out to you, like your awesome agent, which I was, then you know about it. So they are looking for ways out of paying out. That's one of the things. And insurance companies will do that because they're cheap AF with this King of Pentacles there in reverse. Page of Pentacles, one of the things they rely on is that people aren't reading their policies. They don't have, an agent or a broker advocating for them and pointing out that language. So they will do that. So if you have a copy of the language, go look at it. And then you can give them some sharp words with this Queen of Swords in reverse and say, yo, 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 I want you to do this. And then we have a happy beginning. What's the dominant energy here is that's Wheel of Fortune. This is something that you do have to work for, and it's something that you have to take some responsibility for. If an insurance company doesn't pay out, that money just kind of stays in the mix. They don't have to chase you to pay it out. There's a certain amount of time, and then the money just goes back into the mix. So, but at the same time, somebody can come in and sweep it up if they really want to. So I would certainly set up. One of the things with insurance, they have schedules of contacts with their clients. So set up a schedule of contact. Every 2 days, you leave a message. I want you to call me back. On the 10th call, you say, okay, I'm handing this over to my retained counsel, and they will be taking it from here. Please expect to be served. And at that, when you say please expect to be served, they usually kind of buck up and get their act in gear. Buck up. Did I use that correctly, Lee?
Buck up.
Yeah, like buck up, like get your act together, like start doing what you were doing.
Yeah, pull your socks up.
Pull yourself up. Okay, hang on. Margie is hearing. Margie is hearing the answers to the questions. Oh my God. I hate what I'm doing here. She's hearing the answers to questions before the start of the card. So is my timing off?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Texas girls having a turkey sandwich. That is my favorite sandwich in the whole world. I do turkey Swiss on toasted rye bread with mayo and pickles and a lot of salt and pepper.
Now you got to have cranberry. Cranberry with turkey.
That is really the cranberry and turkey. I do that after Thanksgiving. I do this puffed turkey sandwich, and I take like a long
Okay.
French bread. I cut it in half and scoop out all of the insides, and then I pile all the turkey in there, put gravy on it, put the stuffing on top, put or mashed potatoes, stuffing, and then I put the cranberry on top, and then I sprinkle it with Parmesan cheese, and it gets
Oh,
like a little
stop it! I
puffy in
haven't
the
eaten yet. I'm bloody
I haven't. I had 3 egg whites. So I've got Joy Yoli. Will Trump serve as the U.S. president for the second time? So just a little disclaimer: when we're reading energy and tarot like this, what happens is we can read the energy at the moment. And Joy, I have been riveted on the election. I am paying close attention. And I keep getting that it's anybody's game right now. So let's do this. Right now is the popular vote going to go to Trump? Is the popular vote going to go to Trump? Samantha, the Thanksgiving is the third Thursday in November for us. So, Page of Swords. So I just want to remind everybody, when I'm talking about aces, we see the job, we apply for the job. Pages, we start the job. That's kind of how they both work. That Page of Swords is concerning. Why are we getting that Page of Swords in reverse? King of Swords, the Fool. He's too cocky right now. He is very, very cocky about his success and about what's going to happen behind the scenes. He doesn't think that they could do it. Wheel of Fortune is in reverse for him at the moment. The 9 of Pentacles. They're going to try and push him into a protected, secure corner. I've been saying this since all of the events that have happened at his rallies, with those guys, all of the rallies and the golf course, all of those things, I think they are going to try and stop him from doing those. And so that they're going to try and make it look like there isn't that popular vote for him. Ace of Pentacles, they're going to say he didn't win that popular vote. And then we're going to have some people who are not happy about it. So at this moment, I am going to say that it looks like there's some shenanigans going on. Nobody likes shenanigans, but there's some shenanigans going on. And I think right now we're tipping in the other direction. Perhaps that's why Kamala doesn't really care about what's going on. Who's undoing their top button? I see you there, dude. So,
True with Foxy.
Foxy's not offending anybody. So, Penny, I agree.
Anybody.
So are we going at this moment, are we going to see, so how do I want to word this? At this moment, is the popular vote for Trump? Is it for him? I'm going to do one card for this. Yes. The popular vote, and there it is again. Remember I said the pages start the job. Everybody wants him on there. Lisa Davies, aloha from Maui. How are you? Look at that. Far and wide. So the population wants him in office. We the smart people want him in office. So let me see. I'm rolling up. So what happened? Well, I don't want to do that.
The economy.
He is good for the economy. I'm going to say so. Yeah. Our lives were very different during his administration. So Is something going to happen to get in the way of Trump getting that second term? He's already said he's not going to run for a third if he doesn't win. King of Wands. So, the King of Wands is fire. And sometimes that is fire, if you know what I mean. Captain Grump. Fire.
Yeah.
Pants on fire.
Yeah.
The Two of Swords takes us down two separate roads, different roads. Seven of Pentacles, not looking backward, erasing history with that Seven of Pentacles, getting rid of what everybody knows. So this is going scorched earth, changing school books, ripping out pages of history, that kind of thing. Judgment, it's a bad idea. Eight of Wands, we're going to steam forward. So the theys in the world are going to take us in a different direction. And they're trying to, the Sun card, when we get the Sun card's about purification, sterilization, cleaning things up, burning things off. They're going to try and rewrite history. The Wands indicate very foolish, rash thinking, involving fire, pants on fire. I know I'm not saying it right, but this looks like another attempt, possibly another attempt that is detrimental or significant. Trying to do that. Now, remember, I said on the first one, and so did Trump, he said, I'm not supposed to be here. And I said the same thing. That first one was supposed to take him out. He was not supposed to turn his head. That's not something that I'm happy to say, but that was the fated result. And he just got lucky. He just turned his head at the right minute. He loves that chart. So Lee, did you see him when he went back to Butler? And he got up there, and the first thing he said was, as I was saying, it was awesome.
Exactly. I thought that was funny.
It was awesome. All right. Margie Fritzis says she hears her guides before, and they're giving me answers before I start reading. Am I going to get a new job before the end of the year, or is she going to have to hit her savings again? We're going to switch up for a second. Use this deck, the Dark Mansion Tarot. This is my Elon Musk deck. I always read Elon Musk with this deck. Dark Mansion. So, Margie, I do think that employment wise, a lot of employers are kind of holding on to their hat until after the election. So let's see. I'm going to say after the election, because we're really on the cusp of the election. After the election, how are we doing? We're not seeing anything great. Eight of Pentacles, not going back to work right away. Intuitively, I'm getting spring. Five of Swords, not really seeing anything. You're going to have to change your tactic in the new year when we get closer to the new year. And I do think that you're going to have to take something that is not the forever job. I think if you want to jump into employment, I think you have to jump in and take something that's a little bit less than what you were doing or what you're used to doing. But it's not a permanent thing. It's not a permanent thing. That's one way to avoid hitting your savings. That's one way to kind of do that. But do you have to hit your savings in the meantime? Seven of Wands, Seven of Cups, Six of Pentacles. You're going to look at pulling out of your savings in a very clinical, analytical way. And I think ultimately you're going to take a little bit, but not a lot. It's not going to be as much as you think. So that'll kind of bridge the gap for you. But after the election, I think we see things a lot differently. Remember, we're talking about energies here that are going to change depending on who gets elected. Grumpy, when do you guys have your leadership change over there?
It's every 4 years or when a general election's called.
Is it every
Um,
4 years?
it is 4 years. I'm pretty sure it's 4 years.
Oh,
5
Rick's
years.
in
Sorry,
the
beg your
house.
pardon. Five
Rick
years.
Paul's here. I didn't see Rick Paul was here. Hi, Rick Paul.
Yeah. We're gradually getting him subs as well.
What was that?
We're gradually getting him some subs as well.
Oh, yes.
I keep running into him in different sites, different pages.
Yes. If any of you have not subscribed to Rick Paul, go on over there. He has an amazing chakra series that's going on right now. There he is, right there. Oh God. Penny, is that Joe, our alleged president? So Twisted Tiara says, I believe the public will call for the king to dissolve parliament and get rid of Starmer.
I hope
Let's see
so.
about that. How does King Charles feel about parliament? Let's start there. So I did a reading on them. 5 of Cups, he's disappointed in what he's been doing. I don't think that he has gone the direction that King Charles III had expected him to go in. I think he went in a much more radical and not gradual process. I think Starmer has kind of, put it in gear and kind of took off at the starting line. So under the surface, King Charles thinks that the union should be better. It should be better with this 2 of Cups. He also sees it as a bit of a power grab. There isn't the deference to King Charles from this particular prime minister that we have seen historically with Her Late Majesty the Queen, Queen Elizabeth, and her prime ministers. I mean, Lord knows she had enough of them, but there isn't the same kind of deference. He feels that there's King Charles feels there's more of a power grab for control of the country and not a shared experience of control for the United Kingdom. So not just the country. Up top, what is he thinking? Yeah, it's time to get a new guy in there. Page of Pentacles. King Charles would like to get rid of Starmer. Absolutely, he would like to get rid of Starmer. Justice in reverse. It's not going to be seen as a good move by a lot of people. A lot of people are going to think that this is creating upheaval in the United Kingdom that is unnecessary. We kind of have to weather the storm with the characters that we've had in there, even though Downing Street has that revolving door out front, don't they? Did you ever see that meme?
Yes.
It's kind of funny. The first time I saw it, I don't know if I was sleepy or what, but I was like, oh, did they just install that? And I was like, oh, duh. The more highlights I get, the dippier I get. So I think a lot of people are going to be concerned about this, that it's a change of leadership that really is the timing's not going to be right on it. King Charles is seeing himself as he's seeing things going in a wrong direction with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse. He's seeing things go in a wrong direction. He does not want to stop that. He wants to stop the bleeding in government. How others will see him is, again, this justice and judgment here. It's like, oh, he kind of cracked down. Hopes and fears. The hope is that we can create more of a cohesive experience and leadership in the country, with not Parliament and the Prime Minister, but the royal family and Parliament / Prime Minister. So that's really what he wants to do. Final destiny. 6 of Cups. We go back to a more cooperative relationship with the Prime Minister to be. Let's put it there. How about Trevor Colt for Prime Minister? I would love to see that.
No,
No.
that's a nightmare.
Oh my God, it would be awesome. I think it would be awesome. I would love to see that. Oh, for fuck's
Deb, if you're
sake.
watching, I love you really.
So, so let's go here. Let's go here. So, what is Prime Minister start? Let them ponies run. How you doing
You know what?
there, sweetie pie?
After my my interview with HG today, I think once people see it, they're going to say we want Grumpy as the PM.
Well, I know I have a part in your cabinet. Does Gregopedia?
No, unfortunately not.
You want to say hello, Gregopedia?
Hello, Wikipedia.
Gregopedia just emerged from his coffin.
I can't fit in the cabinet.
You can't fit in the cabinet?
Too tall.
You are too tall.
Hey, I
So
know
we're
that
doing
feeling.
a live. This was supposed to be a members only live, but oh yeah, it turned out I made it available to everybody. So I don't know what I did wrong. But Joy Yoli, I have an injury case. Will be happy with the outcome financially. Let's see about that. I have an injury, but I have no case. No case with anyone.
Well, if she gets a structured settlement, she can get cash now.
The sun. That looks great, Joy. Joy, the sun is Joy, and you are the sun. So fun stuff. 9 of Cups, wish card. Yes, you're going to be very happy with the settlement. It'll help you carry on and get to put this all behind you, which is great. Page of Wands, restart. This is a fantastic reading. So 9 of Cups is our wish card. The 6 of Swords is moving away from trouble and dynamic that doesn't help us. The 8 of Cups is walking away from the situation to something better. You're getting back to work. Page of Wands, things are going to happen. And then we have the World in reverse. So while you're able to kind of restart your life, you're not necessarily restarting everything. You're able to just kind of work through this and move into your future with a little bit of coinage in your pocket, which is great. I think the relief, the biggest takeaway is that you're going to be relieved that the course of action is over and that you can get to actually healing. So I don't know if you're actually healed at this moment. I'm having a little bit of trouble reading pain and things like that in other people just because I'm a little bit banged up. You know, it's Grumpy. Who are you saying that to?
Whoever's getting all this payout, we're on our way.
So, and you know what? So Joy, yeah, just because I'm distracted by my own pain in the neck right now, like literally, I have a pain in the neck. I'm having a little bit of trouble focusing on pain for other people, but I'm trying something a little bit different. And I did just get my MRI, so I'm wondering if they're gonna change my course. So Foxy, just to be sure, Greg, I always tell people that Greg is 6'4" because he's 6'3 3/4. Like you're almost there. So I just say 6'4", but he's like, no, I'm 6'3".
I'm mostly 6'4".
He's mostly 6'4". It's ginormous. You guys can.
I do have that compressed disc.
You have a compressed disc?
Yes.
Oh, so you'd be a little bit taller.
Yes, I would.
Maybe we should measure you in the morning. You know, you get shorter as the day
Yes,
goes on.
Yes.
So Samantha, I saw that you said Starmer will self-destruct. Let's see what's going on with him. Let's see. Oh, Twisted Tiara, we will see you later, darling.
Bye, Greg.
No, Twisted Tiara. Greg's still here.
Oh, sorry, Twisted Tiara. Sorry, I thought you said Greg. See you later, darling.
I live here.
I was just about to say bye, honey.
So Starmer, not willing to back down. This is going to be his undoing. He's not willing to back down from his ideas. And the 4 of Cups, they're too out there. They're not actionable. Intuitively, it feels like he is trying to please way too many minor assets in the country. Like he's really trying to make everybody, it's like having 8 kids and you're trying to make everybody happy and make a dinner for everybody or get different kind of ice cream for everybody. Under the surface, he's an agent of the Legion of Doom. He really is part of this collective that's very academic. He was not appropriate for the job, unfortunately. I really wish that the people had voted more, because I think Trevor told me it was about 30% of the voting population voted, which is really terrible. Really just shows like political attrition. So that's a shame. Up top, here's the thing. Academically, Starmer thinks he's doing the right thing. He thinks that he can do this. He thinks that he's the magic man, and he thinks that he can. What's that? Diablo. He's part of them.
Yeah.
He's part of the academic them, which the them that I refer to all the time. Like not the deep state or anything like that. The what? The giant ants that sound like the Louis Van Bell. I don't know what that means.
The movie Them.
Oh, the movie Them. Yes. No, the them that I refer to are the people that are academics that say we should be doing this. We should, have equity. Like, it's equity, right? That's the new word. The lizard. I don't think the lizard people are necessarily lizard people. I think there's some lizard people out there, but I do think that there is a hyper academic group that they are pushing for ideals, and you can't legislate people to be nice to each other. You can't legislate people to be fair to others. You can't lot lizard Samantha. You can't legislate for everyone to come out okay. There has to be somebody has to suck at their job. Somebody has to suck at life. They have lizards in Ireland.
I don't.
No snakes. So ultimately, Starmer. So Samantha, you're absolutely right. He's going to be his own undoing. We've got the 7 of Swords here. We're going to find out that he was, what did he say in Beer Fest? You're all coat and no trousers. You're all fur coat and no trousers. That was it. So there are no snakes in Ireland. Yes. So registering their chickens. They started registering their store roasted chickens. Good grief.
What?
So they had to register their chickens. What? So yeah. Oh my goodness. So I a license to cluck is right. Everyone needs a license to cluck. So I do think that the failure of this academia, and I'm an academic. I'm hyper educated myself, but I also live in the real world. I'm not wandering around my college campus or university campus with my patched elbows hanging out. Get out of my head. And a scarf. So that's the thing, is like a lot of these people are living in a vacuum, and they can't quite get down and see what real people are doing. I actually was going to school to get my master's and my PhD, so I could be a college professor. So I didn't have to leave the campus because I loved it there. I loved university. It was great. Who didn't?
It's not like the real world.
It's not like the real world. So Yvette has a real question. Let me get back up to Yvette's question. Where did it go? Trying to get there, Yvette. I'm looking. It's not in bold, so I'm squinting. Okay. So Yvette says, hi, Annabelle, I love to travel. The way I see the world is going. Will I still be able to travel in the next 15 years? 15 years is a long way off. So let's start with in the next 5. Will we still be able to travel in the next 5?
Well, yeah, you're not going to be able to see past
time travel.
Psychics can't see past 2030.
I've never tried to see past 2030. So we'll talk about that in a second. So Empress, Seven of Swords in reverse, and Temperance. Yes, you'll still be able to travel. Will it be with the same frequency and intensity that you have? No. I think there are going to be some conditions that are put on there by the powers that be. I think we're going to see pressures from intellectual resources. It's almost like we're going to be getting like travel coupons. And I don't know if this is like your carbon, like a whole travel list kind of thing. Like they're trying to look at your carbon footprint, but it does seem that they are going to put some restrictions on it. So Six of Pentacles, yes, we're going to be given like a finite amount of travel that we can do. You can go, you can fly to Bali twice a year, but you can't fly to Poughkeepsie once a year. There's going to be some kind of system here, and it's going to be based on, this is me psychically speaking, it's going to be based on like the visa system. So you're going to need a visa to go to any country or any kind of skip over any definable line, and they'll be able to refuse that based on the frequency, but you can justify it. So if you're filming someplace, you can go do that. If you have a sick family member, you can kind of appeal for that. It's going to be easier for people of means to travel. If you have the money to travel, you can kind of grease those wheels. But I do think they're going to put some restrictions on people's travel. Part of that, I also think, is we're going to have difficulty in certain places. There's going to be travel restrictions to certain places where maybe there's unrest. Now, one of the things, somebody that I know said that another intuitive, that the election cycle, potentially we see a lot of unrest here after, and we see people seeking asylum in other places, Americans seeking asylum in other places. So I think that's very curious. Grumpy, that house next door to you is still open for the Miller family? There's still room
Yeah,
there.
absolutely. Come and join me.
Room at the inn.
We're gonna be Arabs.
We're gonna be Arabs. Okay, wait, from Drusilla. Was that the next? Thank you for grabbing that, honey.
Funny how the globalists don't want you to travel.
The what?
Funny how globalists don't want you to travel.
Globalists do not want us to travel. Stay put. Stay put. So, Drusilla, am I going to be successful with my small business and my 2 YouTube channels? I need those 2 YouTube channels. Please email them to me, because I will help promote you. Foxy, they have been tinkering with restricted travel more and more. We've been hearing it more and more. So, Drusilla, successful with your small business. Let's start there. Your small business. The Fool.
Is it a business for small people?
So, Drusilla, you're jumping into it. Great attitude, great eagerness here. Make sure that you have realistic goals. Make sure that you have realistic balancing of your budget, that kind of thing. I want you to be sure that you craft a plan. I hate to say it, but like if you go into like ChatGPT and use some AI and go, hey, I have a business and this is what I'm starting with. Can you help me plan a business plan? They'll give you one. Like you can get like a 30, 60, 90 day plan from them. It's really wild. Here, I think you may find that there are some holes that you have not paid attention to in the business plan for the small business. So keep that in mind and just keep analyzing what you're doing. So now the 2 YouTube channels. That it was a Pam Grier alike. Yes. The one YouTube channel, and I don't know which is which. The one YouTube channel, and I feel like you're kind of neglecting it. That might be it. That one's the one that's going to take off a little bit more. That one actually will have a more ferocious following. You'll have people that are looking for that, just kind of jumping in there. So I don't know if that's the spooky one. The other one you love, but it's not going to take off as quickly. That one will be a little bit slower to start. You'll have a little bit of trouble getting the people over there. So Drusilla, send me a link, fortunecookiestarot@gmail. Send me a link to your 2 channels and I will absolutely subscribe. I can't put any links in here right now because of the way I set up this live stream. So Lee, I don't know if you can you put in a link? If
Yeah,
Drusilla sends them
Drusilla,
over?
is it your channel you're on now? Because I know you've only got 2 subscribers. I'm just reading between the lines. I think you've probably got more.
Oh, we just hit an hour too, guys.
1 hour.
So, let them ponies run. I did not hear about the prosecutors begging not to have sanctions on them. That's awesome. Awesome. Rick Paul, I'm going to wrap it up with you, my dear.
You Popeye?
You
You got a rope ring?
So I don't know if I answered Drusilla's question all the way. Did I?
No, she said, well, I think she just asked for.
No,
Well, she
I
asked her
I got it.
to
There's
review the
more
channel.
going on there. So Rick, my friend, will you get your own therapy practice in the next couple of years? Nine of Cups, wish card. What do you need to do to secure that? The Lovers, don't worry about pulling other people into this. You're going to be able to do this on your own. That meaning not co-workers, not partners or things like that. You can do this on your own. Knight of Cups, don't be scared about that. You know, you have my support, you have Grumpy's support, you have plenty of support from other psychics and people of our ilk. So don't sweat that.
And my axe.
The Ace of Swords, don't be afraid to start. Again, set out the plan and then you will make it happen. There we go. 4 of Wands. Everything happens from your home. It is the success of your family and your family unit that this practice is going to be born out of. You are going to take the blueprint of your success in your family and apply it to a greater experience for other people. And then 3 of Swords, it is in reverse. This is our healing process. We are healing through this. Anyone's family can be jacked up. We all need to heal through it. What is our dominant energy here? The Star, the future is yours. And under the surface, King of Cups, your heart is in the right place. People need you, Mr. Rick Paul. They need you. So I think this looks great. This is a fantastic reading for you. So love it, love it, love it. Love you, my friend. Greg and I think the world of you. So there it is. We think the universe of you, Greg says. All right, guys. So we did hit. That's me and Mrs. P then. Yes, so much, so much. So Greg, you want to keep your belly in the picture? We'll remove that. We'll bring up Captain
Is
Lee.
that both standing up?
What that's all 6'4". Oh my god, that feels so good. Oh.
Oh wait, this is the wrong kind of channel.
Yeah, I was going to say wrong channel.
Oops.
Wrong channel. So Lee, you are going to be live on Sunday, correct?
I am. Yeah, I had to rearrange it because of my work commitment, and also it's my wedding anniversary. So yeah, we're gonna have our 15 years together, 12 married.
Oh, you're newlywed like us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Newlywed, nearly did.
Can't say that.
Feel the crowd on that one.
Oh, well, guys, I'm sorry that this wasn't an exclusive member live. I don't know what I did wrong. But I was glad to see everybody in the chat. I was glad to do some readings for you guys. I was extra glad to have my good friend Rick in the chat, Debbie in the chat. She's an awesome mod. And everybody else that I'm friends with, Samantha, we had a giggle the other day, face to face. You're not a gate crasher. She said she's a gate crasher.
She's a lover. She is so good.
Oh, she is a peach, an absolute peach. And Lee, thank you so much for coming on and helping me manage, because I was a
You're
little bit
welcome.
concerned.
I've been suffering with a dry eye today, so it's really sore.
So, did you try teabag?
Excuse me?
An actual tea bag, not.
Oh, right, sorry. You do this to yourself. I'm sorry, you bring it on yourself.
No, if you
There's
take
no
a
sympathy.
tea bag after you make your
Yeah, I
tea
know what you mean.
and
I
you
know what you
slap
mean.
the sucker on your eye.
Yeah. Apparently, cucumber's good too.
Yeah, but the tea bag does something with the dry eye, with
Right, the tannins.
the tannins. Look at Rick Paul's laughing. Everybody's laughing. I just step in it all day long, don't I?
Oh yeah.
Listen, you're not gonna get me away from the gutter. I'm sorry.
Well, speaking of tea, I am going to make some tea in my new set of dishes. I got new
In
dishes.
fact, when I did my HG thing today, I was constantly picking up my tea.
Oh, and you're like,
You've got to promote it, haven't I?
so yeah. Oh my God, so much fun. Well, listen, everybody out there in the world, thank you for being here. Please like, share, and subscribe. Like, share, and subscribe to Grumpy and to Rick Paul and Drusilla. I'll do a post for you. If you email your links over to me, I'll do a post for you and get you some more subs over there. And start following you. I don't know if I'm following your channel, so be more than happy to do that. But everybody, we're gonna say ta-ta for now, and we will see you in the future. Want to say bye, Grumpy?
Yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye.